Real silence and real awareness, real spirituality is much more than people usually think it is. People simply don't know what it is, they don't recognize it. Real silence within, at the same time, is real innocence. It is real understanding and real love, compassion. Silence is understanding. For example, I have seen even on this YouTube some so-called swamis, so-called yogis, who pretend or even think themselves to be indeed spiritual, indeed silent. But now on the surface level they look still. They may they may have a dead look on their eyes. Their face is not moving, they are not moving much. They're trying to be very still, very silent. They are trying to speak in a very, very slowly, in very such a way that you could see that they are indeed silent, in a such a monotonous way. But real silence is innocence. So in their eyes, I see that this so-called silence, stillness, is just they are just trying to look that way, or they imposed that thing on themselves. They were trying to believe, trying to be silent, to pretend that they are silent, and now it is just a mask. The one who is indeed silent within is innocent within. In his eyes you would see wholeness, innocence and understanding. Real silence is real understanding, and it is quality that is beyond. It is very deep, it is so much transcending everything. I've seen your so-called saints, your Catholic priests. They're trying to look very beautiful, they are smiling in such a sweet way to you. They made their eyes to look beautiful, but it is only on the surface level, and his eyes look dead. Now they simply imposed their beliefs on themselves so much that they are completely blind. The more you impose something on yourself, the more you are blind, the more this belief is rigid, and it is not real, and you feel within yourself that it is not that what you want. So all of your so-called religious people, to you they may look that they have attained something, they are indeed holy, but within themselves they are even more miserable than you are. Within themselves they are even more afraid than you are, but they are trying to hide it because they are holy. The more you impose God on yourself, the more you impose devil on yourself. You can only remember yourself, awaken to the Buddha, remember that you are divine. But when you're imposing on yourself, there is God and there is devil, that I'm a servant of God, then you're imposing this God on you, and it is just a belief. And in the same way you impose devil on yourself. And the more they pray to their God in such a blind way, they are praying to their devil in this way. They say, I believe in God. What they are saying is they believe in devil. Day and night, cannot exist without each other. The real Buddha, the real God, is that which is beyond, is that from which both day and night were born. So in those so-called saints, I see they are dead, but they are pretending that they are alive. And it is such a stinking thing. They're trying to make their eyes, they're trying to smile, to look beautiful. Sweet, sweet smiles, everything's okay. You are the Son of God, I am the Son of God. But within they are hypocrites, they are cowards. They are exploiters. And they exploit you unconsciously. They imposed those beliefs on themselves, and those beliefs made them to be miserable, to be afraid. And now they unconsciously try to make you miserable too, because they don't want to be the only one who is miserable. When you see something which is very frightening and you are alone, you're very much afraid. But when you invite some people with you, and there are many of you who see this frightening thing, it is not so much frightening now to you, because you're not alone. So the more dirty the more dirty that thing imposed is, the more you will try to impose it on others. Because you don't want to be alone who is miserable. And you will do it unconsciously. And this is what they are doing. They say, preach the name of Jesus Christ. They don't even know what that Jesus Christ is. Unconsciously they are trying to make you miserable too. And unconsciously they feel that this thing they believe in is not ultimate, has not made them happy, is not whole. And it is collapsing every day. So they're trying to strengthen it again and again by imposing those things again and again on themselves.